Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up a blackout spread for our planners. And I've got some pens here ready to go, as well as these washi tapes I may use, this stencil for some checklists, and this black cardstock paper, plus these sticker books which I'll pull from. So this is the last week of the October Plannable Challenge, and this week's theme is Boo-tiful Blackout. So if you'd like to participate, go ahead and post your spreads up on Instagram using the hashtag PlannableOctober2021. We'd love to see what you come up with. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started by laying in a grid here on my cardstock. The way I went about doing this, there's a number of different ways you could do it. I decided to take a vertical spread and then put some chalk on the backing of it and then trace over it on top of the black cardstock to kind of transfer those lines over to the spread, which is why you see those chalk lines there. I decided to do a vertical because honestly I just did not want to draw all of the horizontal lines for a horizontal spread, even though that's my favorite. Plus, it gave me a chance to try a different layout style. I'm not much of a vertical planner. I've tried it in the past and it hasn't been a real good fit for me. However, I still wanted to give it another shot, especially because I'm trying to figure out what my lineup will be for next year. And I've been doing the horizontal now for 3 or 4 years straight. So I wanted to try a few things out and just see what else might work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this out. I'm laying down the wax paper now so that I can put some stickers on the spread. I pulled sticker sheets from each of the books that I showed there. So the florals that I just laid down came from the seasonal floral sticker book. I also have a colorful boxes sticker book that I'm going to pull from for some of the long boxes. And then I also have the Botanicals sticker book that had a lot of black stickers that I thought I could bring in here, as well as a few other things. So that was on its own sheet as well. I tried to show it in the beginning, but I kind of whipped through that pretty quick. I didn't realize how quickly I went through it. So if you have any questions on where those stickers came from, just let me know. But I'm going to quickly realize that it's really hard to see the edges of the page when it's against my black background. Oh, oof, so much better with the white background, right? So yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and start laying things down. I pulled these blue to black colored florals because I thought that kind of worked with the darker theme. And then I just thought maybe some of those botanical feels could be brought in as well. I'm doing much more of just kind of like a dark florals blackout spread. I'm really not gearing this at all towards Halloween at all, even though it's Halloween week. I don't really do Halloween, and so I wanted something that kind of fit the theme but wasn't overly geared towards a Halloween theme. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. And I'm bringing in some of the blues from the florals, but the lighter blue that I had pulled from the botanical sticker book was just not working. These pale blue squares and things I think work a little bit better, as well as some of the longer boxes in the pale blue, but the brighter blue that I just put away, I just thought it was too bright and kind of detracted from the theme. So I'm going to go ahead and put those guys away and then just work mostly with these other stickers, mainly in black and silver. I pulled a lot of silver boxes from the Colorful Boxes sticker book. I really never use silver. Silver is not a color I tend to gravitate to. However, I figured it would work well again for this as kind of like a neutral gray tone or almost a white, as you'll see. Plus a few of those blue floral stickers had some silver foil overlay, so kind of pulled from that. I also just brought in some washies. The one I decided to use is a thin washi from the Happy Planner. It's got silver hearts on black, so that'll kind of just blend into the background, I think, once it's on the spread. And now I'm looking through my Mambi Sticks holiday sticker book that I got, forever ago. I used it for card making back in the day, but I have it here in my stash and it has all white stickers. So I thought that might work well here on the black since, you know, when you put clear stickers on black, you can't really see them. I like the paper stickers, but they just are so, I don't know, in your face when they're on the black, which I tried to fix, as you'll see in a little bit, but I wasn't able to do it with the tools I had at my disposal at the time, so. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in some more of these quotes. We'll just kind of spread those around. I think I've got enough there on the spread to start moving things over. Now, like I said, I really wanted to do a few things with these florals, so I'm going to go ahead and move it over by itself. I was going to do it there right on the page, but I decided to kind of pick it up and see if I could do it before I laid it down, just in case it didn't work, which it really didn't. But I'll kind of explain what I wanted to do. So I know a lot of stampers do this, where they kind of take the edges and put like a black or, you know, some of the ink on the edges of the card or sheet or whatever they're working on to kind of give it almost like a vintagey feel, but it also gradiates out the color a little bit. So what I was trying to do was do that same thing on the edges of the white paper stickers, so it wasn't such a sharp line between the white and the black. I didn't have the stamping tools to do that. I went on the hunt for my black ink in my stamping collection and I could not find it. I must have left it at a friend's house. So I didn't even have any black stamping ink to really do what I wanted to do. So instead I tried with the water brush and then with just regular ink. It did not go well. It just did not give me the effect I was looking for. So I abandoned that and I just left it as is, and I'll do some trimming to kind of fix most of those areas that didn't come out. So I'm going to go ahead and lay down those stickers that I have and then kind of doing the opposite of what I normally would do on a spread. So instead of whiting out the black lines, I'll be blacking out the white lines behind the clear stickers so they don't show through. So I just did that with the Joy quote there. And I am just moving over the rest of the stickers now. I also cleaned up a few of the edges since the lines I created with my white pen weren't exactly perfect. So some of those box stickers didn't quite touch the edge. So in order to make it look a little bit neater, a little bit more refined, I just went ahead and blacked out the line so it looked seamless. Also trying to bring in a few of these clippings, but I just don't like it because of that white background. They just don't blend well into the background, so having them stack there just looks like very piecey, very like individual pieces, and I really just didn't want that. And then I had these boxes here and I thought I would try them a little bit lower on the sidebar, but then I changed my mind and decided to move them back up. This cardstock I think is coated, so the stickers come up pretty easily, luckily, and so I can kind of make some changes on the fly if I decide to. So again, just moving over basically everything else in the place it was on the wax paper. And kind of forgot where it was on the sheet. I'm like, how far was this over? Sometimes I forget. And again, blacking out the line behind those white quotes. And just making some adjustments as needed. You can see that washi tape really just blends into the background Looks almost like the line just becomes hearts at one point and then fades back out. So I like that effect. And then I put in those corners and this last corner here with the florals. I'm going to go ahead and put in one more quote. And of course that sticker book is for the holidays, but I kind of picked out ones I thought would work no matter what time of year. So I have the joy on one side and the comfort on another, because yeah, weekends are all about comfort. I just thought that those fit into different areas pretty well. And I just feel like this is a little bit crooked, so I'm going to go ahead and try to straighten out this long sticker here. And once I do that, then I'll feel a little bit better and I can replace this guy down there. And okay. I gotta figure out what I want to do for the dates here. For a minute, I thought I might use some stickers to put in like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and just use like the first initial, but then I changed my mind about that. And so I'm going to go ahead and hand letter in the October month. I started off writing November, I don't know what I was thinking. And then I'll just, I guess, hand draw the rest of the numbers in as well. I'm using my pencil to kind of give me a guide before I actually commit, because who knows what it would look like if I freehanded it. And I'm just going to go ahead and use that same white pen. And I think I'm just going to have that last day, the 31st, kind of covered by the florals. I think that'll work. And then I'll just put in the initial real small below the numbers. And just erasing a little bit of those pencil lines. I thought maybe I'd add in a few of the trimmings up here at the top. But once I kind of laid them in, I changed my mind. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I just felt like it was not cute up there. I decided just to leave it with the text. I saw on the floral sheets within that seasonal floral sticker book that they outlined kind of an overlay of foiling on top of a lot of the florals. So I thought it'd be kind of cool just to recreate that, but use the silver pen that I have in my stash to do that. So I'm doing that now, just laying the silver on top of the paper to give a little bit of interest, but also to tone back a little bit more of the blue, so it's got more of a black and white feel. I also wanted to add in a little bit of like spray or something like that around these florals. So I'm using the silver pen again to create some dot pattern kind of going out into the black. I will say that the silver pen looks much more white on screen, and even in person, unless it's reflecting on the light, it really looks very similar to the white pen. So probably do the same type of thing, but with the white pen if you don't have a silver pen. I think it will come out just as cute. And I'm really just freehanding these floral doodles, just kind of tracing the floral pattern that's already on the sticker and freehanding it. But I'm not doing them all, just a couple of the bigger flowers and then adding in the spray. I really wish I did have that nice way to transition the white paper into the black background. I think with that plus the white spray would have been a really awesome look. Like I said, unfortunately I just could not figure out how to do it with the tools I had at hand, but if you're a stamper or if you're somebody who does a lot of card making or things like that, I'm sure you have something in your stash that will be able to do that. Highly recommend trying it because I think that will look awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up by blacking out a few of the lines on some of those edges, just kind of clean things up a bit. And finally, I'm going to add in with my stencil, once all the ink dries, a few guidelines for some checklists. I'm just trying to figure out where best to put in these checklists. I'm only going to do the lines because I really don't know how long I'm going to need to write in each individual item. I tend to write little sentences versus just, you know, 1 or 2 word items down my checklist. So it's going to be a little bit tricky this week for me, but I'm up for the challenge, so I can't wait to see how this comes out. And let's see, anything else? Maybe a few more embellishments would be good. Maybe another one of these cute little arrows. Oh, that one will work. I like the black ones, but they were the same and I didn't want to do 2 of the same type. Also maybe another one of these white quotes. Kind of like this "and." I think it would be a good fit for this spread since the text is written in a very similar way. I thought it would be cute there, but let's see if I can find another home for it. Just going to go ahead and thicken up the text here a little bit just so that it's a little bit bolder on the spread itself. It's kind of retracing it, making it a little bit thicker. Not going too crazy. But I think once I make that happen, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye!